Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hopkinton Hiller Babe Ruth Baseball. We are underway in the top of the first. It is Medway versus Hopkinton. And right now, Medway has a pair on base on the mound for Hopkinton. You got Cam Nappy out there. So Cam Nappy pitching. There is one out and two on base right now for Medway. Is that pitch just outside? Runner from first will take off for the steal. So you got runners on second and third now. Tom Nappy, happy to be on the call with you today. It is a nice day for some fall baseball, and this is the final game of the season here today for Hopkinton Babe Ruth. They are 9-2 overall. A 1-2 count on the hitter. That is Ethan O'Shea. Set to deliver. And this is going to be up the third base side. Throw to first, they get the out. And the runner at third never left. He's still there. Actually, one run came around to score, so they did drive in one run. Runner from second advanced to third. Runner from third comes around to score. It's a little bit of a jam to start, but Hopkinton seems to be working their way out of it. And that pitch is going to get away. Cam Nappy, the pitcher, runs to cover home plate, but the throw not in time, and that run scores. So that will make it a 2-0 Medway lead. And sorry, folks, had to work through a little technical glitch before we got started today, so we got on air just as soon as this ball game got started. They did start a couple minutes early. There's a strike. Cam Nappy set to deliver. Wind up and the pitch. Yeah, breaking pitch just a tad high there, says the home plate umpire. So right now, at the plate, you have Connor Fogerin. And he will reach via a walk. Two runs in. Runner on first. And that pitch going to get away. Runner from first advances to second. Set to deliver. And I don't know what was wrong with that pitch. Just seemed to be right in there, but a ball called by the umpire. At the plate, you have Blake Pajanowski. Nice pitch there for a strike. Set to deliver. And this is popped up in the air, caught by the shortstop, and that'll retire the side. In the top half of the first inning, we'll head to the bottom of the first. It is a 2-0 Medway lead. You are watching Hopkinton Hiller Babe Ruth Fall Ball on HCAM. Welcome back to the bottom of the first, as the first pitch is going to be popped up, and it is caught by the second baseman, one away. We'll take you through the Hopkinton batting order in just a moment. That was Frankie Rico's who started things off. And now you have Eli Marshall to the plate. And he is going to put this one up the right side, picked up by the second baseman. He'll run it over and tag the bag. And two quick outs here in the bottom of the first. Actually, did he reach? No, I believe he reached. Okay. We are a good distance away on the outfield looking in, so sometimes a little bit tough to tell. Checking out first, runner back safe. On the mound for Medway, that is Owen Jaquette. So your pitching matchup, Owen Jaquette against Cam Nappy. Wind up and the pitch. A nice breaking pitch there, but a little inside. So Eli Marshall aboard at first base. You got Dylan Nemi at the plate. Ooh, that hit him. That's going to put two on. Now you got Henry Bransfield stepping in. Look out. So pitcher getting a little bit wild there. Set to deal. Outside. Good eye. Two on, one out. And this is ripped up the left side, but it is caught by the third baseman off the hop. He tags the third base bag. And he throws over to first. I don't believe he got anybody there. It looks like everyone's going to be safe, so that is bases loaded for Hopkinton. Good piece of hitting. That ball was hit pretty hard up the third base side by Bransfield. Now at the plate, you got Tristan Tibber. Swing and a miss there. Bases are full of Hillers. And he reaches for that one, fouls it away. And I stand incorrected here. There's runners on second and third. Runners on second and third for Hopkinton. So they did get the out over at first. So there is two away, and that is picked up by the pitcher, and it is dropped, and throw home is not in time, and it gets away. A run's going to score. Nice piece of hitting there. Is Tristan Tibber able to reach, and this one's put up the first base side into right field. The throw is late. Another run around to score. Hopkinton rallying here in the bottom of the first. That was Danny Whalen. Nice piece of hitting. We are knotted at two apiece. And runner from first taking off. There'll be no throw. You got runners now on second and third. Danny Whalen, a nice pop into right field. At the plate, Alex Tripp. And he gets some good contact here. And it's going to be another hit for Hopkinton. I think the runner at third, yeah, he did score. So Tibber around to score. Whalen now to third and Tripp to first. And Tripp's going to take the easy steal there. So Hopkinton has claimed the lead, and we have Rakit Velatis at the plate. And this is a softly hit ball up the middle, throw to first, and they will get the third out. But Hopkinton plates 3 runs, and they now lead it 3-2 as we head to the top of the second on HCAM. Top of the second inning, a 3-2 Hopkinton lead. Second pitcher of the game for Hopkinton. On the mound you have Vivan Patil. Cam Nappy pitched the first inning, and Medway started off with a bit of a rally, but Hopkinton got out of the jam nicely. There could have been a lot more damage than there was, but a great job getting out of the inning. And then the Hopkinton bats came up and did some damage as they plated 3 runs of their own to claim the lead. Wind up and the pitch. And a walk drawn. So first hitter of the inning for Medway, Miles Jackie, is aboard at first base. And that'll bring up Camden Wiley. And there's a strike. Runner takes off. Throw to second, a good one, but the runner are able to beat it out. Let's take a look at the Hopkinton defense in the second inning. Strike there. You got Frankie Rico's the catcher, Eli Marshall center field, Dylan Nemi shortstop, Danny Whalen first base. Wind up and the pitch inside. Right field, Alex Tripp, second base, Kit Velatis, left field, Colin Harahy, pitcher, Vivan Patel, third baseman, Cam Nappy. Wind up and the pitch, and this is hit in the air. That's going to be a fair ball. That'll drop into left field. That'll put runners on first and third. So Miles Jackie over at third, Camden Wiley at first. Off a nice piece of hitting there, and now you have Ethan Slater to the plate. And he gets a piece of this one up the right side, picked up by the second baseman. Throw to first, they get the out, but a run does score. Runner from third coming around. So we are tied back up at 3 apiece. Swing and a miss. A nice pitch by Patil. This is Addison Campbell at the plate. There's a swing and a miss. One out in the inning. Runner on second. Line up in the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he gets them by way of the K. 2 away. That's going to bring up Owen Jaquette. That's fouled away. Runner from second going to advance to third. Throw got away, rather. Oh, they got to be careful with that baseball. He threw it right by the pitcher. That was a good job by the first baseman. Getting to the ball very quickly after that throw got by the pitcher. That pitch outside. Nice stop behind home plate by Frankie Rico's. Leg lift and the pitch. Set to deliver. And this is hit up the third base side. Glove by the shortstop. Throw to first. And they'll get the out. A good defensive inning for Hopkinton. Medway does tie things up. It's a 3-3 game as we head to the bottom of the second on HCAM. Bottom of the second inning, windup and the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning fouled away. Set to deliver, swing and a miss. This is Oliver Lombardi at the plate. Oliver Lombardi, Jack Kiras, and Cam Nappy do up this inning. And there's a strikeout, out number one. Pitching for Medway is Jack Lally. So it looks like both teams, seeing that this is the last game of the season, you might see a different pitcher each inning. This is the second pitcher of the game for Medway as well. So, in the final game, give those kids some experience. Throw down to first off the little grounder, and they get him. And that was, they actually switched up the lineup on me. That was Colin Harahy who was at the plate. So this is Jack Kiras. And that's going to get away. Two outs in the inning, a 2-0 count. And that pitch low and inside. That was actually a 3-0 count, and that draws the walk. So apologies, folks. They switched up the lineup on me a little bit. This is Ivan Patil coming to the plate. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss. Count is 1-2. And there's a strike. Actually, that's going to make the count 1-2 there. Pitch outside. That's going to be low. That's going to fill up the count. 2 outs in the inning, runner on first. And that's outside. Walk is drawn. 2 on for Hopkinton. Here's Cam Nappy at the plate. There's a strike along the outside corner. Swing and a miss. He winds and deals. Hit high in the air, left side. And that is going to get down for a hit. Here comes a run around to score. Throw home, not in time. And the run is in. An RBI single for Cam Nappy. And Hopkinton has reclaimed the lead It is now a 4-3 game. Back to the top of the order now for Hopkinton. That pitch going to get away. This is Frankie Rico's at the plate. And it looks like they got the runner picked off at third base. So that'll retire the side here in the bottom of the second. But an RBI single by Cam Nappy puts Hopkinton back on top. It's a 4-3 game as we head to the top of the third on HCAM. Top of the third inning, windup and the pitch. And that is a little outside. Third pitcher of the game for Hopkinton. You got Danny Whalen out there, and this being the last game of the season, you're probably going to see a new pitcher every inning. At the plate for Medway, I want to say that is Jack Lally. And that pitch got away. Actually, it looks like somebody they added to the lineup. That is Alex Lum at the plate. Whalen set to deal. That pitch down low. A 4-3 Hopkinton lead here in the top of the third. Cam Nappy with a RBI base hit to put Hopkinton back ahead. A swing and a miss there. Whalen awaits the sign and is set to deal. Look out. That hit the batter, so walk drawn, or hit batter rather, and Lum will head down to first. Here comes Will Osmer to the plate. Wind up and the pitch outside. 1-0 the count. Slight lead by the runner at first. And a strike there. Nice breaking pitch. Yeah, a bit of a cloudy day, sun peeking out at times. Great weather, though, for this time of year. Temperatures in the high 50s. Wind up and the pitch. Oh, inside. That got away. And the runner from first will advance. And a nice job there by the shortstop, or the second baseman getting the back of the shortstop on that throw. A little off the mark on the throw. But a good job by the Hopkinton infield, having each other's backs. Wind up and the pitch. A little low there. Got Oliver Lombardi at shortstop, Tristan Tibber at second base. Set to deliver outside. And that'll be a walk. That'll put 2 on for Medway. And pitcher going to look over at second base. Jack Lally at the plate for Medway with 2 on. No outs. And he gets a piece of this one right side. Picked up by the second baseman. Throw to first. They'll get the out there. No runs score. The runners advance to second and third, however. But you got 1 out. Good solid throw to first base. This is Nathan Abreu at the plate. Swing and a miss. Set to deliver. And he gets a piece of this one. Slow roller right side, picked up by the first baseman. They'll get the out, but a run does score. So a sacrifice RBI ground out there. And we are retied. A 4-4 game. This is Evan O'Shea at the plate. Nice job by the catcher, stopping that pitch that was a bit wild. Eli Marshall behind the plate. And this is up the middle. That's going to get through. A base hit. Another run is around to score for Medway, and a good piece of hitting there by Evan O'Shea, and that'll bring up Connor Fogren to the plate. And that pitch outside, runner from first taking off. Throw to second, nearly got him. Did he? No. The umpire says safe. That was very close. Great throw by Eli Marshall, the catcher, and a nice job by Oliver Lombardi. Lombardi had that tag exactly where you want it. Set to deliver. Outside. Runner on second, 2 outs. Medway has played it a pair in this top of the third. They lead it now 5-4. Ooh, that pitch was close, but a little inside. Wind up and the pitch. Inside, gets away. Runner from second will advance to third. He rounds third base, but he'll stay put. And that was a walk as well. So over at first base is Connor Fogren. Now you got Blake Pyjanowski to the plate. Wind up and the pitch inside. 1-0. Runners on first and third for Medway. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. A nice breaking pitch there. Outside. Hopkinton hoping to get out of this inning with no further damage. Leg lift and the pitch. And that's a trickler up the third base side, but foul. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike, and he got him. That'll wrap up the top half of the third inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Medway leading 5-4 on HCAM. Bottom of the third inning. Frankie Rico's at the plate, top of the order for Hopkinton. And both teams using a committee pitching format today. Nathan Abreu out there, third pitcher of the game for Medway. Last game of the season. You want to get these young athletes as much experience as possible. Set to deliver. That pitch outside. That's going to make the count 1-1. Leg lift and the pitch. Breaking pitch up high. Set for the 2-1. Oh. That was ball 4. I guess that was the 3-1. Walk drawn. And now stepping in, Eli Marshall. Runner from first taking off. Easy steal there by the speedy Frankie Ricos. And this is hit in the air, right side, and caught. And the throw to third, a good one there to keep the runner at second. Nicely done by the right fielder from Medway, Jack Lally. Stepping to the plate now is Dylan Nemi. That pitch a little bit high. Here's the 1-0. And he hits this one in the air, left side, and that is caught. And the throw to second to try to get the runner trying to tag up, and they got him. They double him up. And the score is going to remain 5-4 Medway as we head to the top of the 4th on HCAM. Top of the fourth inning, a 5-4 Medway lead. And the first pitch is hit in the air foul. And hopefully no one will have to call their insurance company, as that was near the parking area. Danny Whalen on the mound for Hopkinton. He's out there for his second inning of work. And this is going to be hit up the left side, glove by the third baseman, throw to first, and that's going to get through. And the hitter going to keep on going to second base. So he'll reach on the error. And that is Miles Jackie aboard at second base. Now you got Camden Wiley heading to the plate. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1. That pitch just outside, 1-1. Set to deliver. There's a strike. 1-2. Slight lead by the runner at second. Swing and a miss, and he got him. A nice strikeout there by Danny Whalen. This is Ethan Slater at the plate. Ooh, that's going to get away. Runner from second will head to third base. So now it's runner on third, 2 outs. Excuse me, 1 out. Line up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That pitch just outside. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. 2-2 the count. Ooh, that was close, but a little outside. Full count. Leg lift and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 away. That'll bring up Addison Campbell. And he gets a piece of this one. Up the middle it goes. Picked up. Oh, dropped by the second baseman. Throw to first. And he got the out. A good recovery there by the second baseman. A little bit of a bobble, but he's able to quickly pick the ball up and get the out. Nicely done. And that will, I believe that was Colin Harrahy wearing number 10. That'll wrap up the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth on HCAM. Bottom of the fourth inning. Wind up and the pitch. A swing and a miss. Set to deliver. That pitch outside. For Medway, that is Nathan Abreu still on the hill. Henry Bransfield at the plate. And Bransfield puts this one up the middle. Glove by the shortstop. Throw to first. Gets away. And Bransfield is going to keep on going. Heading to second base. Slides in. He's safe. Bransfield aboard. Reaches on the errant throw and advances. And that will bring up Tristan Tibber. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He winds, he deals up high. 1-1. Hopkinton got out of the top of the fourth without giving up a run. A chance to score here as this is driven up the middle. The runner from second stole third. It's a good thing he took off early. They did get the out at first. So ground out there, but the runner advances. And here is Danny Whalen. Lights are on here at the turf field. One out in the inning. Down low. Good save by the catcher. That one almost got away. Hit in the air, right side, foul out of play. Ooh, that did not sound good. This is a little trickler up the middle, off the pitcher's glove. Here comes a run. Throw to first, not in time. Everybody's safe, and this game is tied. Good piece of hitting there by Danny Whalen. That'll bring up Alex Tripp. Runner from first, taking off, slides in, he's safe. Good throw by the catcher, but nice speed by Whalen. Set to deliver, outside. Whalen with a slight lead at second base. That pitch down low. Good save behind the plate by the catcher. That's Will Osmer behind the plate, doing the catching for Medway. Outside, runner from second taking off. The throw not in time. A stolen base there for Danny Whalen. Good heads-up base running by Whalen. Wind up and the pitch. Up high, and the walk is drawn. Runners on the corners for Hopkinton. Chance to take the lead here. Rakit Veladis at the plate. Checking at first. Ooh, they almost got him, but just safe. Runner at third remains. There's a strike. Runner from first takes off, and he's aboard at second base. Alex Tripp taking the easy steal there. There's a ball outside. Still only one out in the inning. That pitch outside. Hopkinton with a big chance to rally here. Another outside pitch. It's ball 3. Walk here would load the bases. And this is up the first base side, and it's picked up by the first baseman. He'll step on the bag and get the out, but the run does score from third. And Hopkinton has claimed the lead. A sacrifice RBI groundout for Veladas. That'll bring up Oliver Lombardi. That pitch outside. Swing and a miss. Colin Harry due up next. Shall Lombardi reach? High and inside. Wind up and the pitch. Look out. There's some warm-up action for Medway. There's a strike. Wind up and the pitch. And the walk is drawn. Runners on the corners for Hopkinton. Here's Harry to the plate. Checking at first. Ooh, nearly got him. Runner from third is going to take off and score. The good old stolen base attempt trick. Give that runner a big lead, force a throw over. You forget about the runner out in third, and he comes around. 7-5 now, Hopkinton leading. Wind up and the pitch. And this is up the right side, glove by the second baseman, throw to first. They will get the out, and that'll retire the side here in the bottom of the fourth. But Hopkinton has claimed the lead. As they plate 3 runs in the inning, we head to the top of the 5th on HCAM. Top of the 5th inning, Henry Bransfield on the mound for Hopkinton. Alex Lum at the plate for Medway. And this is up the right side, picked up by the second baseman. Throw to first. He got him. 4-3, 4 out, number 1. Nicely done by Tristan Tibber. Top of the order now for Medway. That'll bring up Will Osmer. Hit in the air, right side, and it'll drop. Good effort by the catcher and first baseman trying to get there. And there's a ball, a little outside, says the home plate umpire. Wind up and the pitch. Hit in the air, foul out of play. That'll make it 2-2 count. Wind up and the pitch. Outside. Set to deliver. Hit in the air, in foul territory, and out of reach. Look out, fans. Good battle here between Will Osmer and Henry Bransfield. Whew, that one was close. But the ump didn't like it. Hit in the air, foul out of play. Well, I think some people are going to be calling their insurance companies today. A lot of foul balls going into that parking area. There's strike 3. Got him looking. 2 away. Here comes Jack Lally to the plate. There's, I believe that was called strike. Not really a clear sign there by the home plate umpire. We'll go with a strike. That's fouled away, 0-2. It was indeed a strike, confirmed by our game changer friend. Here's the 0-2. A little outside, 1-2. Set to deliver. Up the middle. Takes a couple of hops by the dive of the pitcher. Glove by the shortstop. Throw to first. It's going to get away. And the runner is going to keep on going over to second base. The throw. And they got him. He tried to take second base. A great throw over. And the tag placed by Frankie Ricos for the 3rd out of the inning. Great defense there by Hopkinton. And we are heading to the bottom of the 5th with Hopkinton leading 7-5 on HCAM. Bottom of the 5th inning. Hopkinton leading, and the first pitch is a swing and a miss. Evan O'Shea on the mound for Medway. That is Cullen Harrahy at the plate for Hopkinton. And there's a strike. A correction, that is Jack Kiraz at the plate for Hopkinton. And he will foul that one away. Set to deliver. And there's strike 3. One away. Coming up to the plate now, this is Vahan Patil. Cam Nappy due up next. There's a strike. That pitch outside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Set to deliver. Ooh, a little high and outside there. Two and two the count. Fouled away. Count remains 2-2. Set to deliver. And he gets a piece of this one. It is foul up the first base side. Wind up and the pitch. And this is going to take a couple hops up the middle over the pitcher's glove. Picks it up, throw to first. And he got him. Good recovery there by the pitcher. Ball kind of got away from him a little bit, but he's able to snag it up and make the play for the second out. Here comes Cam Nappy to the plate. He had an RBI single his last time up. There's a strike. Oh, inside. 1-1. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Nice pitch there for the second strike. Ooh, got him on the outside corner. Strike 3. That'll wrap up the inning. We head to the top of the 6th. Hopkinton leads it 7-5 on HCAM. top of the 6th inning. Bransfield delivers the first pitch of the inning inside there. And another inside pitch. Look out. At the plate for Medway, that is Nathan Abreu. 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Medway. Nathan Abreu, Evan O'Shea, and Connor Fogren. So these games are officially 7 innings, but there's the 2-hour limit. They won't start an inning after 2 hours, but this game has moved pretty efficiently. We're already in the 6th inning, and it's only been an hour, 24 minutes, so very possible that we'll have 7 innings here today. Wind up and the pitch. And the walk is granted. 1 on. That will bring up Evan O'Shea. Bransfield had a nice clean inning last inning on the mound as that's fouled away. There's a strike. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss. Runner from first going to take off. And the throw will not be in time. Okay, I'm happy the shortstop covering second base there. And good job having his back on the throw by Tristan Tibber. Set to deliver. There's a strike. Wind up and the pitch. Hit in the air, foul out of play. He winds and deals outside. Good job by the catcher, corralling that one in. Set to deliver. Just missed. 2-2 the count. Runner on second for Medway, 1 out. Big pitch here. And there is strike 3. 2 away. Got him looking. A nasty breaking pitch. And here comes Connor Fogren to the plate. As this is hit in the air, and that is going to drop in a shallow left field. Runner at third is going to stay put. And that was actually Blake Pajanowski with the base hit. And now you got Miles Jackie due up. So runners on first and third, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Or excuse me, there's 2 outs. You'd love to get out of this inning clean here. A little low. Set to deliver. There's a strike. Runner from first takes the easy steal to second. Runners on second and third. Wind up and the pitch. Just outside. 2-2 the count. Big thank you to the home plate umpire for a nice clear count sign there. That is just outside. Full count. Big pitch coming up here. And he got him! Strike three for out number 3. And will we play on? We'll find out in a moment. It looks like we will. Move along to the bottom of the 6th. It's only been 90 minutes, so I think we're going to have time for a full game perhaps. But I believe we are playing on to the bottom of the 6th. And we are indeed. Medway defense taking the field. You are watching Hopkinton Fall Babe Ruth Baseball on HCAM. Bottom of the 6th inning. Wind up in the pitch, and that's fouled off. That is Tristan Tibber at the plate. Excuse me, that is Frankie Rico's at the plate. Frankie Rico's number 2. And Evan O'Shea, your pitcher for Medway. There's a strike. Set to deliver. Just outside. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. And that is out number 1. Strikeout. Here's Eli Marshall coming to the plate. Wind up and the pitch. A little outside for a ball. Set to deliver. Just a little bit high. Due up after Eli Marshall. You got Dylan Nemi. And that's fouled off. Set to deliver. And this is hit in the air right side. That'll drop down for a hit. Throw to first, not in time. Great base running. He really had to fly down the line, but it looks like he got a little tripped up. I think it was by the first baseman, and fortunately he appears to be okay. But some very good base running up that line. He really had to hustle to beat out the throw. But Eli Marshall is aboard with one out, and that is going to bring up Dylan Nemi. Hopkinton would love some insurance runs. Fouled away. Oh, and 1 the count. Set to deliver. Oh, checking at first. Runner back just safe. That was a good throw over by the Medway pitcher, Evan O'Shea. Set to deliver. And it's down low. Runner from first takes off. Throw to second, slides in. Oh, that is close. Did they get him? It looks like they got him. So that's going to be the second out of the inning. Caught stealing. Wind up and the pitch. Look out. Little inside. Set to deliver. That pitch outside. 2-2. He winds, he deals, and it's outside. 3-2. Full count. Leg lift and the pitch. Oh, that hit him. Right in the back. No getting out of the way of that one. That pitch was very tight. Dylan Nemi will take first base. Taking one for the team there. Henry Bransfield due up to the plate. Yeah, a little discussion with the Medway battery. As Will Osmer, the catcher, gives Evan O'Shea some words of encouragement. Henry Bransfield at the plate. Wind up in the pitch. There's a strike. Working from the stretch. Inside, look out. Catcher threatens to throw down, keeping an eye on that runner at first base. Checking at first. Runner is back, just safe. Another very good throw over. Well, I think this Medway team has certainly caught on to the fact that this Hopkinton team not afraid of steal. Wind up and the pitch. A swing and a miss. Catcher threatens to throw down. Bransfield steps back in to the right-handed batter's box and awaits the pitch. got him looking, and that'll wrap up the bottom of the 6th inning. We're heading to the top of the 7th. Medway will be down to their final 3 outs. Hopkinton leading 7-5 on HCAM. Top of the 7th inning, Medway down to their final 3 outs. On the mound for Hopkinton, you got Henry Bransfield trying to close it out. At the plate for Medway to start things off, that is Camden Wiley. I think this is the first game of the season. They're actually going to get 7 innings in. It's been a quick moving, a pretty quick game, moving along nicely. And it's been a very fun game as well. A couple of lead changes and some great defense, some nice hits by both teams. It's Camden Wiley, Ethan Slater, Addison Campbell due up, and the walk is drawn. Runner on first for Medway as they look to try to get back into this game. Wind up and the pitch to Ethan Slater outside. 1-0. Set to deliver, and it's outside. Runner from first taking off. Draw to second, and it's just off the mark. Well, that was a good job by Frankie Ricos making sure that ball didn't get through. There's a strike. Nice pitch. Wind up and the pitch. Outs. Ooh, he swung. Oh, and 2 the count. Swing and a miss. There's a strikeout. 1 away. Addison Campbell stepping to the plate. Runner on second, 1 out. Oh, that pitch was close, but a little inside. 1-0. Set to deliver. There's a strike. Henry Bransfield's got some good stuff on the mound. I imagine you'll see him in a Hiller varsity jersey one day. A swing and a miss there. 1-2. Wind up and the pitch. Hit in the air, a shallow little bloop, and it's caught by Bransfield for the second out. Medway down to their last out. That'll bring up Owen Jaquette. And this is right back to the pitcher. Throw to first, and he got him. And there's your ball game. In the final game of the season, Hopkinton's going to come away with the 7-5 win over Medway. And they'll finish the season 10-2 overall with the best record in the league. They are the league champions. Hopkinton Hiller Fall Babe Ruth Baseball getting a great win here today as they take down Medway by a final of 7-5. Well, it's been a lot of fun bringing you these games throughout the course of the season. And be sure to tune in to HCAM as we'll have a lot of coverage of Hiller varsity sports coming your way. And to find out what games we will be covering, you can head over to our website, hcam.tv. But a great way to end the season for this Hopkinton Fall Ball Babe Ruth team. And what a great season these guys played, and a great job by the coaches as well. A lot of fun following this team all season long, and you certainly definitely have some future varsity baseball players here, that's for sure. Hopkinton should feel good about the talent that they have moving up through the ranks. But with that, we will wrap up our broadcast for today. The final score for the final time: Hopkinton Hillers defeat the Medway Mustangs 7-5. They finished the season with 10 wins and 2 losses, and as the league champions. From all of us at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, everybody.